Welcome back. You've probably noticed that I've removed the phrase snail run from my thumbnails. That's because I'm not doing a snail run anymore. I thought I was going to make a very slow climb up to 1400 when I was in the 1320s or 1330s, but instead I just kind of fell off a cliff, but I think I should keep going. And even though I haven't put a lot of depth study into the E4 openings, one of the best ways, I guess, to learn them is just to play them and then analyze the games afterwards and see where it went wrong. Also, I might not get the white pieces in this game that I'm about to play. I'm just going to click play and I'm going to do my best. If I get the black pieces, we'll do my best. If I get the white pieces, I will play E4. Oh, that's really loud. Sorry, I'm going to let a few seconds run off. It might not have been loud on your end, but it was loud on my end. Okay, well, let's play knight to f6. Okay. Honestly, I was expecting the c pawn there. That kind of threw me off. Well, then d5, I guess. Is this even a normal opening? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever actually seen that before. Okay, well, let's just take it. Right, should I take that or not? I don't know. Get this knight out here, but then they can push that pawn forward. Okay, well, obviously I've been really thrown off by this. I have no idea. I am going to get the other knight out and see if they push that forward. I will, I guess, have to hop over here. Maybe I should have played the c-pawn at that point. Well, now I think I can throw this pawn forward and take there if they take. No, if they take. Should I take their queen first? Yeah. Okay, I'll take their queen first and then that pawn. Guess now they can take here? No. Yeah, now they can take that. That's okay. It was their pawn. Or they could push it, I guess. If they push it, I can put my knight back where it was. But I also need to get this bishop out and castle. That's my plan. Oh, they took the... All right, well, let's get this bishop out then. Or you know what? Let's just take that knight. And then get this bishop out. Oh, I got the wrong bishop out. Darn it, I was going to get that bishop out and castle. Whoops. Guess there, and then castle either way. Which way should I castle? I don't know. Probably not over here because they have a bishop aimed at that square. Wow, they're giving me another knight, okay? Or offering another knight trade, I should say. I don't want to do that, I think, because then when they take back, they have two connected pawns here in the middle, and they'll have an open file for the rook pointed directly at my king. If they take me, I can take back. I'm going to castle. They didn't take me. Oh, also, they can take back. They could have taken back with the bishop too, I just realized. They wouldn't have had to separate that pawn, but they probably could have it. They would have wanted to, but now they have even more ways to take back. I have a free pawn over there. Should I take it? If I do that, they can trap my bishop by moving the b pawn forward, so maybe I shouldn't do that just yet. I should probably put a rook on the open file to contest that, and then when they take there, see if they want to trade rooks. I assumed incorrectly. They did not want to take there. They have pointed two pieces here, but I have that square well defended. I could put this knight here, threatening their bishop, but if they took, I would take back. Or they could just move the bishop, and then I don't know what my knight would be doing out there. Oh, my knight would be hitting that square if they don't take. Well, I guess two can play at that game. Maybe, maybe not. I think they'll take mine. I'm surprised they haven't yet. Okay. And we're still even on material, except our bishops are opposite colors. They are aiming there at this pawn, which is defended. I can check. I don't know what good that does. Actually, you know what? I first want to put this here and then check. Oh, they moved their rook, so it doesn't matter. Okay. They were lining up both pieces here, which is fine. I can protect that pawn this way, which is what I think I want to do. Now I have two pieces protecting that square. Surely they won't give away two pieces for that. I don't know if the bishop's going to come in here or if it's going to get behind the pawns. It's going to come in here. Okay, and then I can't do this. What can I do? I can move my king out of so I can move that pawn one of these days. That's one thing I can do. And then that pawn isn't pinned anymore. I mean, I guess I should take, right? Then they'll take back. It looked worse for me if I didn't take because they could have pushed it forward and they would have had a pawn chain right there. And now that pawn's undefended now. And now I can't check here either. Looks like they're going to get that pawn and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't protect it with anything. So I'm going to go here and What am I trying to do? I guess I'm trying to guard squares that their pawns are coming down for, but yeah, they're going to pick up my A pawn. Nothing I can do about it. I can pick up their center pawn, though, I guess. So they can't. I mean, they could defend it with the rook, sure. They defended it with the bishop. Okay, that is one way. Okay, well, I can go after their A pawn then, I suppose. Oh, they're lining up on this again. Okay, but see, now I can move it. I couldn't move it before because my king was on G8, but now my king has moved over. Their bishop can't see my king. So now they can't put both pieces aiming at F7. All right, let's see. I don't think they can protect both of those pawns. They can move one of them and I'll get the other one, right? Oh, they can protect this one. Okay. Oh, can I go here? And then they can move that one and I'll get the other one. Maybe. I am one pawn down. They could move this pawn, which I guess I would have to take one way or the other. Probably would want to take it with my bishop. Okay. Got to think about this. That's a light squared promotion square there and a dark squared promotion square here. So if I take this, wait, if I take that, then what do they do? If I take with my bishop, do they advance this one and then I can't catch it? Well, I could catch it, right? I think. Also, I am thinking of lining up here for a discovered check. Yeah, see, I'm protecting that square, and wherever I move my rook's going to be checked. Now, of course, if they see that, then they'll move their king or do something. I was thinking of something like this to win their rook, because that would be a double check. But my opponent had plenty of time to think about it, so now it would not be a double check. So, but I am guarding that square, and I can go ahead and pick up that pawn this way. My opponent can check me on the back rank, but I think I can get out right now. So I'm going to go there and try to pick off this pawn. They can defend it that way. I guess I could put my bishop behind it, or put my bishop right here and kind of lock those bishops up, protecting those two pawns. Yeah, and there's that pawn over there too that I have to be a little worried about, but I have to be more worried about this pawn because of how far advanced it is. Okay, I'm not sure what else to do there, and I'm down to 3 minutes, so looks like that pawn is going to be the bane of my existence. Looks like I need to come up one, because they're definitely thinking about coming in here, right? And their bishop is guarding both pawns. Oh, and that one. Okay. Well, why not go down here and they'll move that one now, but then I can check right there, because that square is defended by my bishop, and then I can come up and get between these two pawns and pick off both of those. That's my plan. Yeah. All right, check. Then I'm going to come right here and get one or both of those pawns. Not this one, because that one's protected by the bishop. Oh, they're trying to get rid of my bishop. Okay, well, I could use my bishop to check, but if they get my bishop, if they sacrifice the rook for the bishop and I take back, then that pawn's gone. Okay, well, then I need to move the bishop. Okay. Let's get that pawn. I assume they're going to move the rook over there, and I'm going to have to give up my bishop for that pawn. But first, I'm going to check and win their rook. And then that pawn's not going anywhere for the foreseeable future, but this pawn might. Let's see, I can go here, check. Oh, they're going to be able to get my rook? Oh, that's not good, is it? Okay. Well, then I'll have to do something over here like this. Oh, wait, should I take it? No, I shouldn't take that way. I should take this way. Oh, they checked there to win the pawn. Okay. And protect that one. Wow, sneaky. Okay, well, I have a passed pawn over here now, too. Did I do good? Oh, sorry, did I do well? That's what I meant. I don't know if I did well or not. I know that my rook is kind of stuck to defending that pawn. I suppose I could get my king over there. It's going to take them a couple of moves to get there, and then I can advance this one. They're going to have to go there to guard that spot, I suppose. Oh, also this pawn's not defended anymore. Oh, they're going to do that again? Okay. They're going to try to shepherd that pawn down with their king. I don't know if that's a good idea. I could give them a little check. Oh, I'm under a minute? Okay. I have a queen, and they do not. Okay. Let's do this as carefully as we can. Try not to lose our queen to that bishop. I can't quite get that pawn yet because they can put their bishop right there, but that's okay. I can get that pawn this way if I can do it in time. Actually, you know what? Oh, I should have just taken the bishop, maybe. No, I wouldn't have won that race. Okay. Oh, I also need to keep that H pawn on its dark square. Yeah, on its dark square when I get a chance, if I get a chance. They might not give me a chance to put it on a dark square. But if I can move my H pawn first and lock theirs on a dark square, then they can't stop me from taking it. Oh, actually, I can take it right now unless it moves. It didn't move. Okay, I'm going to take that. And then I'm going to check them. And I'm going to try to fork their two pieces there. I probably shouldn't have pre-moved that, but I am running out of time. Their bishop is guarding the promotion square, so I might have to... oh, they just gave it to me. Wait, what happened? I thought I just took their bishop. Did I misunderstand that? Okay. I must have misunderstood that. Got to be careful, but yeah, I thought they moved their bishop into a place where I could take it, and then I took it. But I could be very wrong about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough time to do this against that bishop, but I am going to have to bring my king. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough time left. Oh well. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm out of time. Oh, at least I got a draw out of it. I want to go back, before I run the game review, I just want to go back a few moves to where that bishop took my pawn. Yeah, I thought my pawn was here and I took it. I must have pre-moved this before they got there, but I got confused by the pre-moves. That's my fault. But I saw that I had so few seconds left. I should have anticipated that they would have moved there. But yeah, I guess I had pre-moved, and so I thought my pawn was already there, so when they put their bishop there, I went to take it, and that didn't work. So that was my fault. Well, I didn't lose any points for this one. I'll run the game review to see how poorly I did. I will say this, if any of you are still watching, have made it this far, it's pretty demoralizing to just lose. And I looked back and counting this one, my last 11 games, I've only won 3. I have 3 wins, 7 losses, and now this draw. Because I had 3 out of 10. Now I have 3 wins out of 11. And if I remember correctly, the 3 wins were a little while back. So I've now lost several in a row. And my rating is just tanking. But I mean, it didn't change today, but it said I played with 82% accuracy, but I did have 2 misses. No mistakes or blunders. And we do know that the game review is less accurate than just running the analysis tab, but here it does show there's a huge drop in the graph right there early in the game, where apparently my opponent gave me a huge advantage and I missed it. There's a little red dot just to the right of that spike that drops way down in my favor. So they gave me something and I didn't see it. And then we remained relatively even until my opponent gave me a huge advantage. And I don't know exactly when that was, but I'm going to guess it's when they let me check them and win their rook, but I don't know. Now, the last time I tried to run the game review, I think it was the last time when I played Freddy the Hustler bot, the game review kept messing up. It kept saying, game review is unavailable, it's crashed or whatever. They're trying to fix it. Sorry for the inconvenience. That got pretty frustrating. Everything past move 65 or so, my time was so low that I'm not going to count anything I did wrong there. Oh yeah, h3. Okay, apparently they did move the bishop down there before I played h3, so h3 must have been a pre-move that I shouldn't have done. I should have just been ready to do it, but I started getting nervous. I would much rather have a game end like this than the last few I played with 15-10, where it seemed like it took forever and my opponent would spend 2 minutes deciding whether or not to capture one of my obvious pieces, and then the whole thing would take like 30 minutes, and we'd both have 8 minutes left on our clock. That just felt like it dragged out and dragged out. This, I'm much happier with drawing because of time. Well, that first miss, apparently here, yep, I see it. Back when we did when the knights went through and they forked my rooks and I forked their rooks. When they took mine back with their bishop, that was a mistake. Well, it says it was a blunder because before that we were switch to the analysis tab so we get a more accurate reading. We were very close to even. They should have taken with their king or with their rook. Okay, see, I thought they were going to take with their rook. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to take with their rook. Then I was going to take with my bishop. And they would have a rook here and I would have a bishop down here. And then I'm not sure what they would have done at that point. They probably would have come and done this. And then I would have moved up and would have been kind of in a situation. But when they took with their bishop, what that did was undefend this rook and it allowed me to check. Yep, bishop to c5 check. Okay. Yeah, I saw it even before I switched over here. But yeah, that would have won me their rook instead of the knight. And I don't know how they would have gotten out of that. If I had checked here, it says their best move is to block with the rook. And I think I know why, because if they move the king over and I take their rook, they can't move their king back to defend that bishop because my bishop's cutting off that square. They would have to move a pawn and let me have that bishop. And that's a check. They would have to go here. Then I could check them again and they would have to get out of check and then I would win their knight. So I had a huge advantage when they took with the wrong piece here. But yeah, I missed it. Okay, back to that graph. Yeah, after that, the game remained very even until... So that was inaccurate, really. It was at zeros, and I should have just taken the pawn? No, I should have just gone here. Okay. Well, I figured I shouldn't have just taken the pawn because as we calculated, they were about to sacrifice their rook for this, and then I wouldn't be able to stop that pawn. So I thought I can still guard that square, but first I can check. But then they blundered, right? Or no, it wasn't a blunder just yet. They were supposed to just come forward, but instead they moved over. Now that is what allowed me to do this later. And it was my best move to take the pawn, okay? And it's still their best move to come here. That's why they should have come here when they got out of check, because I couldn't have then left my bishop. I would have had to have moved my bishop somewhere else, and that's why that was inaccurate. Okay, going back. Yeah, that's why this bishop move is inaccurate, because if they just stay right here next to the bishop, then I can't move my rook. I have to move the bishop again, something like this, to continue guarding this square. So yeah, that was inaccurate, and it allowed my tactic later. Oh, here it says I should have just gotten in front of the pawn, or take this one, which I did. Now they're supposed to get next to my bishop again, and then I would have brought it all the way back in front of the pawn, which I didn't think of for some reason. But anyway, yeah, that was the blunder because it allowed me to check and win their rook. And then they had to get next to the bishop. I mean, they didn't have to, but they thought of it then. They would at least get my bishop out of this deal. Oh, I should have started coming forward. Okay. Well, I did that, but I think I stayed ahead for the rest of it here. There was one miss later, but I'm just going to kind of scroll through these and make sure that I'm at -4.5, -5. Oh, that was bad. -2. Okay, no, it jumped again. -3.5. Okay. Yeah, the problem with that was that it limited my rook's horizontal scope here, and I was going to end up having to give up that pawn to keep my rook on this file. Yeah, that was the problem with that pawn move. I get it, but the evaluation went ahead and went to -5, and g5 was my best move because I'm trying to create a passed pawn over here. If they don't take, I have a passed pawn, and if they do take, I have a passed pawn here. That was their best move, one of my best moves. I probably should have gone forward to help shepherd those pawns down, now that I think about it. And they did take that, and g4 was my best move, okay. I had to go there to keep guarding their pawn and preventing it from moving forward. But we're at -7 now. Where's my miss? I had another miss. I had a mate in 3. I should have brought the king. Yeah. What could they have done? Or mate in 4 if I put the king on f5. But I should have done that. What's their only thing that prevents me from mating here? Because right now I have a mate there or a mate here. The only thing that prevents the mate here is the fact that they could block with their bishop. And the only thing preventing the mate here would be bishop to d7, which blocks my queen, and then I would just take it. And then it doesn't matter where they go, which I think they have to go there, and then that would be checkmate. Okay, well, I missed that with 19 seconds on the clock. I didn't move my king. I did that instead. But I still had a mating sequence. I was just running out of time and didn't have time to find it. That was my third best move. What I was trying to do was fork this piece here, trying to find a place where I could attack both. And I finally did. But they had seen that I had made a mistake on a pre-move earlier, and I pre-moved that, and then I undid it because I realized they could do that. I had an opponent do that to me once before when I pre-moved. I had pre-moved capturing the bishop, but instead they had moved it here, so my queen's there, and they just went and took it. It might have been a rook or something like that, or knight, I don't know. But I anticipated that. I undid my pre-move, and they did go there, so I took it. Got lucky there, but now 2 seconds left, and I'm not going to be able to mate them in 2 seconds. Said it would have, if it would have been faster if I'd gone here because that would have trapped him on the back rank. Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel pretty good about this one. I did gain the upper hand, and as I said, I'm fine with having run out of time. I'd rather get a draw this way than lose a game that lasted 30 minutes and it was just seemed interminable. This was a lot more fun for me. Hopefully I can turn things around soon. Thank you for spending your time here, and we'll see you next time.